Hey everyone, welcome back. So I'm about to apply a leather coating, and I'll show you what leather coating in a second. Actually, the title gives it away anyway. So we're gonna I'm gonna be putting the leather coating from ProTech on my dad's Impala here. Now these seats have been coated in the past. I've used Sequart's Leather 1.0 on here, and it did a pretty good job. You know, lasted about a year, and you know, after that, kind of just goes away because every time you kind of get in and out of the car, it's going to be removed because abrasion is going to remove a leather coating. If you really want to remove a leather coating after you apply it, maybe you don't like the look, get yourself a CarPro Inner Scrub glove and then just use your leather cleaner, and that's going to remove most of it. You're probably not going to remove the coating that's at the microscopic level in the pores, but you'll remove a majority of it where it's not going to hinder going back to a leather conditioner type product. For example, I went back to color lock leather protector and leather shield on these. It absorbed just fine. So again, you got two sides to the story when it comes to those people who are pro leather coating, those who are anti leather coating, for the purpose being, let's say the reason being, some believe that a coating is going to plug up the pores of the material, and it's going to keep it from absorbing any type of leather protection product like a color lock leather protector type of product. And then there's those that believe that that's a problem because you're really just maintaining the top coat on modern day leather. So modern day leather has that top coat on it, and modern day leather has kind of transitioned more to a synthetic material. So vinyl, vegan leather, plant-based leather. There's just a variety of synthetic materials out there that are now being put into cars. So this is, even though they call it leather, it's still vinyl, but you can use leather products on vinyl like you can leather products. So again, you got two sides of the story. Like I said, I didn't have a problem going to color lock products after Sequart's Leather 1.0 was removed from the seats. It absorbed just fine. Leather coatings in general are flexible and they don't crystallize. So that's another reason why I think you don't have a problem going there, being flexible, so that when you sit in it, it doesn't, you know, cake up or plug up the pores. So I think, like I said, I think there's two sides to the story here, where people, you know, are pro leather coatings, anti leather coatings. I don't have a problem using them. I just went back to the other stuff because I think it just did a better job rehydrating. But I'm going to go ahead and take a gamble here and using the leather, diamond leather here. I've actually already coated the passenger seat and the rear seats. So that one has I can see it from here. It's got a pretty nice sheen to it right now. Once it cures, it goes on, like it goes on really matte. You can't really tell it's on there, but it does have a different sheen at the moment. So I came back and I just wiped the car down, just a cursory wipe down, because I deep cleaned the other seats here with inside. So I just came back with inside, and then the next thing you want to do is you want to use some sort of leather, I shouldn't say leather, some sort of prep panel wipe type product. With Diamond ProTech coatings, if you're first starting out with them, I'd recommend just picking up their prep products and just using them. You know, I think I got lucky when I used the Meguiar's Surface Prep M122 with diamond glass, because it works just fine. It bonded just fine. So I think if you're just starting out, just get their panel prep, and then for glass and for their paint, and then just use it. And then once you get comfortable, you can go back to using your old stuff on there. So get their prep product. That's what I have here. And then I have their diamond leather, and I'm just going to read what it says here. It says, diamond leather is a nano diamond coating that is specifically formulated for leather surfaces, creating a transparent protective layer. Diamond leather will repel oil, grease, and water for up to 12 months. Instructions: wipe surface areas with diamond body prep and dry with a microfiber towel. Shake well for 15 seconds and then apply 15 drops to an applicator. Apply on 1 to 2 elements of the car interior in a crosshatch fashion. Wait up to 3 minutes and proceed to polish off excess with a microfiber towel. After completion, wait 30 minutes. So this leather coating is going to set up pretty darn fast within 30 minutes here. So you can drive your car off here. So again, I've already wiped down the interior. And that's not the towel because it smells like lemon here. So I know it's the CarPro inside. So we're going to spray this onto the surface. And we're going to take a towel. And so this product smells like It reminds me of a fabric softener. It smells just like their diamond body coating. It smells like their diamond body coating. It has, it reminds me of Downy, the scent of Downy. I don't know, it's just a fabric softener. That's what it reminds me of. So just kind of wipe over the surface here just to remove any residue that may have been left behind by your cleaner. Flip the towel over and dry the seat. And then you can start getting into your coating process here. I also want to thank Tony, I forget his last name. You guys have seen him on the Rag Company podcast. I believe he's the US rep for Diamond ProTech. He reached out to me and asked me, hey, what products haven't you used in the line? I said, well, I pretty much have all of them. I've used them all, but other than the panel preps. So he sent me a big bottle of the glass prep, and then I ordered another kit, so that's why I pulled that body prep out of another diamond body kit. So let's just get to the coating here. So you want to shake this. Since I've been using it, I don't have to shake it that much. And then we'll apply some drops here. Bring this a little closer. It said apply like 15 drops, but I switched to a new side of the applicator just now. This is an auto fiber towel or sheet, saver sheet, and I just cut it to make it an applicator here. So what you're going to do is just apply it to the surface. I'm going to go ahead and work this large area here because a little product goes a long way. And so just do a cross hatch here. And you can see that these saver sheets make the product go a long way. So what I end up doing is I take it off the block. If you're using one of those little applicators that comes in the kit, you can do that as well. But I'll just take the saver sheet and I'll work it into the surface, get into the seams, get on the bottom here. And then just push the coating into the seams. I have a bare spot right there. And I'm going to go ahead and apply some to the headrest. So I don't need that many drops on there. So again, I'll just take this off. And I'll just work this in. Actually, I'm going to hit the button on the side so I can get underneath, so I don't get any funky looking high spots on there. So we're going to let that sit up there. And what you'll notice is this thing, it's kind of hard to see. I can see little lines on here. It kind of blends into the leather on there. Kind of just melds in with the leather. So now we're just transition over here. And again, I'll do the same thing down at the bottom. Just do a crosshatch pattern. And if you wanted to, you could add a second coat. I don't think you need to. I think if you just got one solid coat, you'll be perfectly fine. But if you want to do a second coat, I think it states to wait an hour. So you put this down. I don't need any more product. Okay, I'm going to shove this down here on the side. Okay, so we're done applying the coating to the seat. And so by the time I move around, or I apply the coating to the bottom portion of the seat, I can actually just come back and start at the top and then just level out any high spots, because by the time I finish this, it's like a minute or so. So you can level this out after 1 to 3 minutes, and this stuff's pretty nice when you level it off, like I'm doing here, because it feels pretty slick. back down. So it feels pretty slick. Like, it feels nice. If it has the same feeling as leather shields, if those of you who use leather shield, you know what I'm talking about there. So it feels pretty good. Again, just come over here, and you don't have too much product to wipe off because it's kind of melded itself with the leather, and it kind of just flashed off, and so it feels pretty good. So you can see I can just move it with one finger pretty darn easily. So that's the use of diamond leather. And I was trying to add some here so it doesn't get caught up in the plastic trim here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Using it, like I said, if you want to apply a second layer, you can. I believe it just says to wait about an hour. I don't think you need it. I think if you get one solid layer on there like I just did, you'll be perfectly fine. So that's the application of diamond leather. I'll come back in this video and we'll show the hydrophobics on here. I'm gonna let it set up a little bit longer. I'll probably just let it set up overnight. I'll come back tomorrow to get you hydrophobic properties on here. But you can actually let this car go after about 30 minutes. People can sit in it and you can go from there. I think with sea quartz, I want to say that one had a 12-hour. I think it's 4 hours before you get in there. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. I'll have to look and see what sea quartz leather 2.0 states on there. But you can use this like on this, this leather, this quote leather, which is a synthetic leather. This is more like vinyl. You can use it on your leather console here, like this piece here. You can use it on your steering wheel. You can use it on the dash if it has vinyl or leather on here. You can use it on there as well. Door panels, like these door handles here, are vinyl, so you can use it on that type of material. Pretty much you can use it on any surface on the car here. So that feels pretty good. Again, that's diamond leather. And then for your other materials, you can use, like for this rubber type material, you can use diamond interior to use that. So that's diamond leather. Again, it's a nano diamond coating. Maybe your interior is going to go up in value after putting nano diamonds all over the place. So very easy product to apply. And then I'll come back the following day and I'll show you the hydrophobic properties of the coating. But it feels pretty good. It should last up to about a year. We'll see if it can compete. Like I said, sea quartz leather is probably my favorite leather coating, and we'll see if this one kind of holds its own. I really wanted to have sea quartz leather on hand so I can put I can divide the seat in half, sea quartz leather versus diamond leather, but I didn't have any sea quartz leather 2.0, and I didn't want to order another bottle because it was going to take forever to get here. So again, that's the application of diamond leather. Pick yourself up a kit, and that way you can get the prep product in there, and then just give your leather a deep clean. But that looks really good. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll come back. I'll show you what this looks like. We'll show you hydrophobics and all that. And again, thanks for watching. Be right back. Welcome back. So it's been a day since I applied the diamond leather. So again, you only need 30 minutes to let this set up. After a while, you can go ahead and use it. What I ended up doing with my coatings lately is I put a piece of electrical tape around this, just to kind of seal it off, so kind of just make sure that no air gets in there. So again, there's plenty of product left in here. I barely touched this bottle, so I'm down here, and you come up to right around the label, the top label. So I didn't use that much for the two front seats here. I'm going to put that there for a second. The two front seats, the back of the seats, and then the rear seats. So I'm going to give you a quick look first of the interior before we get to the hydrophobic part of it, just to give you an idea of how this looks on here. But first off, look how good the carpets came out with the PNS cleaning system here. They came out really good. That finisher really brightens up the fibers, and it makes them look, like I said, it looks really good on here. So after they dried and everything, they look pretty good. So just, if you want to put your lines on here, go ahead. But let's go up to the seat. And you can see it just looks the factory color. These are like a gray material here. They look good. They feel good too. Like, they don't feel slick or anything. They feel like a factory material on here. So it feels good. I'll give you a look at the back seat. Again, so this back seat's, it's a pretty big size back seat. And I put my parents' personal stuff on the floor for now. And then again, I left this down so that the leather can cure here and also on the inside here, so I can actually roll this back up, and then it's good to go. Like I said, it feels good. The interior looks good. So I coated these seats here, and I coated the back of the seats here. I'm gonna put their stuff back on here. So everything looks good. So let's go ahead and take a look at the hydrophobics. Close that door, and then we'll see how this performs here. So let me put this back in my head here, so I can loosen up this water bottle here and get some water out of this. I need 2 hands to do this. And again, if I spill on the carpet, these are protected. They have the sea quartz fabric material on there, the new coating on there. So we'll take some water. I'm gonna go ahead and close this back up so I don't spill this whole thing. And then I'll bring it in closer. And I'm just gonna have this towel because the product's more than likely gonna roll off the surface. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the camera back down, and we'll test out the hydrophobics. So you can see the droplets just sit on the coating itself. So that's what you want when you want your leather coating to kind of just have the product sit on the surface. And of course, if I keep putting it on here, it will eventually roll back into the towel here. So it's hydrophobic, just like any other coating on here. Put that dropper back up there, and then the only thing you really need to do, you just go ahead and mop up any moisture from the seat. Just make sure it's dried off. And so I just want to give you an idea of how hydrophobic the leather coating is from Diamond ProTech. So again, this is the diamond leather coating for all your leather and vinyl surfaces. So if you guys are interested in this, I'll post a link down below and you guys can pick it up. But so far this is performing really well, at least from the day after, and we'll see how it holds up. Again, because the seat is used pretty often, the coating's not going to last forever. Getting in and out, like when your rear end gets into the rubs on the bolsters here, or here when your leg, when you're getting in and out of the car, these areas are going to wear out on your seat pretty fast. So when you put something like a leather coating or like leather shield from Color Lock, that's going to add some abrasion resistance on here. Eventually all that abrasion is going to wear that coating down, and so you're going to have to come back and reapply at some point. So you're going to get up to a year on here. From my experience, leather coatings can last up to a year. And then as far as maintenance, it's pretty straightforward. You can just use a damp towel if you like. What I end up doing most of the time is I use a quick interior detailer and just wipe the seats down on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, and it just keeps the seats looking clean, looking fresh. That way you don't get all that buildup of dirt on there. So maintenance is very simple, real good stuff here. So far at least you got to see the hydrophobics of the coating here. Very nice. Again, thanks for watching, and if you guys have any comments or questions on this leather coating, go ahead and post down below. Like I said, I don't have all the answers, but I can always find out for you. But this product is pretty straightforward. So again, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.